Hey guys, it's Marcus from Big Time Super Friends, and I am here to give you my thoughts and prediction for tomorrow night's Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz. First thing, let's get this out of the way. He wasn't supposed to fight Nate Diaz, but I'm very, very happy that he is going to fight Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is one of those fighters that is just super gritty, hard to put away, and will test Conor McGregor. A lot of people are sleeping on Nate Diaz, but he does bring a legitimate threat to Conor McGregor. First thing, Nate Diaz is literally 3 inches taller with a 2-inch reach advantage over Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is used to fighting the smaller man, typically the smaller man. Now that doesn't mean that they're less skilled or anything like that. It's just he just has the power, reach, and height advantage. With Nate Diaz, that all goes out the window. We are going to see Conor fight the bigger man, clearly. One of the things I'm curious about in how Conor McGregor deals with the situation, first of all, Conor McGregor is a tough guy. I believe Conor McGregor has the better boxing. That's not to say Nate Diaz, the boxing is no good. It's pretty much neck and neck between these two. The only reason why I'm giving Conor McGregor the advantage in the boxing is because he actually has the knockout power, the one punch hit, clean, lights out. Nate Diaz is more of a punches and bunches kind of guy. He'll wear you out and then finish you, TKO you or knock you out. He's that kind of guy. Now, there's two very important things that Conor McGregor fans, including myself, I'm a Conor McGregor fan, are gonna have to ask themselves. One is, how does Conor McGregor, how does he deal with a guy that's actually bigger, taller, longer, and heavier? If we're just going to go off the belt system, Nate Diaz is by rank a better jiu-jitsu player. So technically, on paper, he's better on the ground. Now, I don't necessarily think that's the case in the MMA world. There's one thing I'm very, very curious to know, and that is, every single time Conor McGregor fights, I always see him talk to his opponent, get into his opponent's head, whether it's leading up to the fight or in the fight itself. I would call Nate Diaz a master at getting inside getting inside his opponent's head. He's just like Conor McGregor. They're very, very similar in the sense that they will beat you up, get inside your head, and then essentially just finish you or get you frustrated and get you outside of your game. If you guys saw tonight's weigh-ins, I saw something that I haven't seen before. Nate Diaz actually kind of juked him, and Conor McGregor flinched, like almost, he overreacted because they weren't that close together. I saw that as a telltale sign of Nate Diaz, whether you like to admit it or not, or whether Conor likes to admit it or not, is inside his head. Does that play a role in Nate Diaz having an advantage? Not necessarily. But it did let us know that he is, whether Conor likes to admit it or not, in his head. Now, I think they're both going to cancel each other out when it comes to the fight itself. Let's say they're duking it out, they're fighting, they're having their match. I've never seen Conor experience someone actually shit-talking him while they're fighting, while he's fighting his opponent. So I'm very, very excited for this replacement bout that when Dos Anjos pulled out and Nate Diaz came in, because I would love to see if he really is as mentally strong as he has been so far has shown to be, but he's never fought someone like Nate Diaz. Big question is, will it affect him in the ring? Personally, I think it will affect him, but I don't think necessarily it will affect his performance. But I think it will, it has to. It has to affect you in some small way. You're a human being. But here's the other thing. You flip it around, I haven't seen Nate Diaz fight someone that's taunting him back. So I'm wondering, how is he going to deal with the pressure of the shit talking and the skill of a Conor McGregor? Will that get to his head? Will he make mistakes? This is going to be a hell of a fight. Whether it ends in the first round or the 5th round, it's going to be a hell of a fight. I usually make my predictions to my coworkers, and I usually get them about 80% right, 20% wrong. I do think Conor McGregor will win. Before the weigh-in, I predicted he was going to win second round via left uppercut, but I don't see that anymore. After that overreaction to the juke of Nate Diaz, I'm not sure. I believe it's a 5-round fight, but if it is a 5-round fight, I am going to say McGregor wins by TKO or knockout in the 2nd or 3rd round. Conor predicted the 1st round, but I don't think that's realistic. Nate Diaz has been in the ring, in the octagon, with much bigger guys. He's been in the ring with Rory McDonald. Rory McDonald doesn't look like he hit hard. He hits hard, but he does hit hard, and he's a finisher. He couldn't finish Nate Diaz. If it goes past the 3rd, into the 4th and 5th, I'm going to give Nate Diaz the clear advantage, because Nate Diaz doesn't really necessarily tire, where I'm not as confident McGregor still maintaining throughout the 4th and 5th round, only because I've never seen him go to that distance. That doesn't mean he can't go the distance. I'm just saying I've never seen it, so I'm not gonna blindly say he's not gonna get tired. Yeah, tell me your guys' thoughts. Am I completely off? Is my prediction completely wrong? Comment down below. Who do you think's gonna win? Who do you want to win? Personally, for me, one of my favorite fighters of all time is Conor McGregor, the Diaz brothers, BJ Penn. I'm kind of like more of an old school kind of guy. Chuck Liddell is another one. Who do you think is going to win? How they're going to win? And who do you think? And who do you want to win? Because sometimes it could be different. I could want Nate Diaz to win, but I think Conor McGregor is going to win. So let me know, guys, down below your predictions. Who wins? How? What round? Later.
Yeah.